I've climbed the mountain of Pamukkale, and I'm sure you must have enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed it a lot, so I'm sure watching will make you much happier and looking at it. Now I've come up the mountain, and if you can see behind the tree is the Pamukkale, the cotton castle. However, when you come here, this site is known as Hierapolis, a city which was developed by the Romans about 300 BC. It was controlled and it was the only Roman city in Asia. Where I'm standing at the moment is the theatre. This theatre has come under excavation. It has been supported by the UNESCO of restoration. You can see those pillars are being made, but across was the entire city, a city which was being made, and if you look on the other side you can see the city as well. Now here, this place became a healing place. People used to come here because of the thermal water. People used to come here for treatment purposes, and if you look at it, even when I did a bit of research, there are other cities there, but because I live in the United Kingdom, I've come across the Roman bath in the Bath city. So warm water has always been a healing thing for them. So they created a whole city, set up a whole city just because of the Pamukkale, and it stayed. I'm going to take you across to the museum. Those are under excavation. They are trying to restore some of it. When I walk down, I'm going to take you to the main structure there. If you go look straight, if you zoom in, you can see straight that was a castle. They were there, and underneath is the Pamukkale or the water, the thermal water, which they used to use for healing purposes. And underneath is the city where I stayed. So I'm going to walk you down through and show you the museum, and then I'll be on my way back to Istanbul. I have come out of the theatre, and you can see the huge city here. Now, when this city was made during the Roman time, as I told you that it was meant for healing purposes. However, in later stages, a very large number of 50,000 Jewish, they came here and settled. Eventually, the Byzantines came in, and these Byzantines created a Christianity came with them, and they created a church. Eventually, this stayed as a place, but with passage of time, the city was destroyed, and now it became a part of the UNESCO, where basically people are being restored, and as you can see, it became a tourist resort. It became a learning center for people to come here and study this place. So I will be taking you again, which I told you earlier, to the museum, where I'll be showing you some of the artifacts which are available there. We walked from the theatre, and I showed you this section was Plutonian. Plutonian referred to the god Pluto, the god who had a link between the two worlds, and there were two serpents. Now this obviously is not the original one, it has been replicated, but this was a part which was worshipped in the city, and this restoration of the city is going on. Obviously it's going to take time, but history which was written here is being brought back again into life. The ruins of the city. As you saw the earlier part in which I had shown you a theatre, and this is the stones of the theatre. They have been taken out and have been kept here in the museum. The lion has always been symbolic for them, but it is the Roman period ending century of Hierapolis, this stay, and then each and every piece has its story. This part of the museum shows different small stuff which have been taken out in the excavation. Some of them have been restored, But these were the utensils and things which were used by people living here, and obviously it has the Roman look and understanding. These are the coins which basically have come out from the excavation, and you can reread it. Hunza. So these were the ones used during the Byzantine period. This one was during the Byzantine period, 15th to 12th century AD. And you would find other kinds of coins around here as well. And it's very intriguing that civilization after civilizations have existed in this area, and that is just because of thermal water. This section shows the life they had here, their work, their drinking, the beliefs, and it was the coronation time, if you look at it. So, and each and every piece of stone is well carved. This is, to my best of understanding, was the entrance of the city, but now it has been converted into a museum, a theater. So a lot of things have been restored, but things need to be looked into further.